Hi, this is Brian from Ridgeback Productions, and we help content creators with professional voiceover services and help podcasters grow their audience and generate income. In this episode, we're talking about lead magnets. A lead magnet is essentially just an element that you are offering for free as a solution to your audience to solve one of their problems. It can be in the form of a PDF, an ebook, a video, a chat, a phone call, an in-person visit, a toy. Essentially, a lead magnet can be anything. It's as long as it's a solution to their problem and it makes them want it because it's a solution, it's a lead magnet. I was reached out to by Sarah Thompson. She emailed me with some questions about lead magnets, wanting a little bit more clarification. She had downloaded the lead magnet that I offer about podcasting lead magnets that you can use for your podcast to help grow your audience and help generate some income. She downloaded that. You can get that in the description below. But she got that and she had a couple questions. She emailed me. Please feel free. You can do the same. If you ever have any questions, my email is always in the link in the description or in the description below. Reach out to me. I'm always here for you. So Sarah emailed me and she wrote, "First off, I want to say thank you, Brian. The podcasting lead magnets I downloaded were very helpful. I've known for a while that I should be doing something, but I just wasn't sure what it was." And I find that many of my clients are in that same situation. You get to a point in your podcasting where you feel like, okay, my show's at a certain level. My audience maybe is slowly growing, but it's, the content to come up with and the incentive to come up with some more content just for the sake of growing your audience, it gets a little bit frustrating. That's what I hear. And the idea of monetization is appealing. Everybody wants to generate income from their hard work, and you can do that. You can grow your audience and generate income at the same time. But you got to have a few steps and strategies to take care of, and this is what Sarah's referring to. I really appreciate the time you took to put this together. I do have a question, though, about how do you gather the audience's information other than just writing down their name when they email you to be a guest on your show? That's a great question. Having a podcast guest seems like the easiest one for me to start with, but I'm a little confused on how that helps me other than just having a guest on the show. So what Sarah's referring to is this lead magnet, the podcasting lead magnets guide that I offer for free, and the link in the description below. I believe it's the first one is having a guest on your show, and it goes into detail about why that's important and how it helps and stuff. But Sarah has a question on that, so we are going to address that in this episode. Thanks again for all your time. It's very appreciated. Your videos are really giving me some insight into how to grow my audience. I love hearing that. That's very encouraging. Okay, so the way that a lead magnet works is it's based on a call to action which goes to an opt-in. That opt-in gives them the lead magnet. So it's a couple steps. But again, and this is what I preach a lot on the show, is that putting everything together in the right way with the right steps, eventually it just becomes automated if you're using the right tools. So the way that it works is you, as the host of your podcast, on your website or on your show, you're giving out call to actions, which is you're saying, make sure that you follow the link in the description below, just like you hear me doing in my videos, giving calls to action. You're letting your audience know, you're telling them what to do to find the solution to their problem. So you're letting them know, check out the link below, or if you're not on video and it's just an audio podcast, then you're telling them, visit my website at and you make it a real simple one that they can remember, repeat it a couple times so they can hear it and have the opportunity to remember it or punch it in, whatever they have to do. So that call to action, it's telling them to go do something. What they go do is they hit a landing page, and a landing page is just a one-pager with some information about whatever it is that you're giving away or talking about. On that landing page has a form or an opt-in where they're going to give their name and their phone number. No, I'm sorry. You can get their number if you want. You want their name at least and their email. So by putting in their name and their email and clicking submit or I want the guide or give it to me now, whatever you write, they have submitted their name and email to you in exchange for the guide that you are offering or the video or the PDF or the chat. And that's how mine works. So my call to action, go to the link below to check out whatever it is, the podcast lead magnets that I offer. I have a couple lead magnets. So my call to action, go down to the link below, get those podcast lead magnets right now. If you haven't done so, go do it. Go do it right now. Click on that and get those all set up so you can start these steps that we're talking about. Go into the link below. Bam, there's my call to action, and you should legitimately go do that. Once you follow that link, you're going to go to a landing page, and that landing page is all about podcast lead magnets and why they're helpful and what they do for you. There's a form. Put in your name, put in your email. That's the opt-in. You click that, and it takes you directly to a link that downloads the form, the PDF that I'm offering you. But if you're not offering a PDF, you're offering a video, you're offering consultation, whatever you're offering, you can do all that in the opt-in. You just have it direct to wherever you want it to go. So the step is, for Sarah and for all of you, the step is the call to action tells them to do it, which takes them to a landing page. That landing page has a form so they can opt in to whatever you're offering them. And once they do that, you're capturing their name and email. Hopefully you've seen this on websites. Many websites do this for newsletters and all kinds of stuff. They capture your name and email, and that goes into your contact database. And in exchange, you're giving them the lead magnet. Just like the steps that you followed, Sarah, to get that lead magnet from me, that's how it works. So you don't necessarily have to write it down. It should be captured. Now, how can you do that? That's a tricky question. You can handwrite this in. You can have an Excel sheet or a Google sheet and document all that. Or you can do a content management where maybe you have software that does that. For me, I find the absolute 100% easiest way that I manage all my content, my lead magnets, and all my clients and my database, my orders, like everything goes through Kajabi. Kajabi is a website where you put your website and you put all your marketing funnels, like your everything. It's my business. My business, Ridgeback Productions, runs on Kajabi. And I couldn't do it without it. But maybe you're not at that point. It does cost money. It's not a free site, but it's worth it to me because of how much time it saves me and the effort that I have to put into Kajabi. Now, Kajabi offers a free trial if you want to try it out. They give you a 14-day free trial and with no limits. It's pretty awesome. So you can check out their 14-day free trial if you want, or if you want to follow the link in the description below. I do have an affiliate link. Full disclosure, if you do end up signing up for Kajabi, and I hope you do, and once you try it, there's no option other than to go with it because it's that amazing. Once you do it, I do get a percentage of your sign up that goes to help support the show, but either way, you use Kajabi's 14-day or you use my 30-day, twice as long. It's the same thing. You get all full access. I just want you to use Kajabi. I love Kajabi. And that's how I run all of this content management for my opt-ins, my lead magnets, did I say contact list? There's my email funnels. There's a lot of pieces, and if it was juggling a lot of balls up in the air, I'm not a very organized person, and a tool like Kajabi is what saves it all. So I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out Kajabi. But that is how you do it. You want to go from a call to action, which you're verbally saying in your podcast or your videos like you hear me doing. That call to action is going to take them to a landing page. That landing page has information about what you're offering, what you're giving, what your free solution is to their problem, and that solution is going to be worth it. This isn't like a bait and switch. You're not hoping that you're giving something just so you can get their email and name. No, give them something good. If it's not good, don't give it, then don't even offer it. We're not trying to swindle people. We're trying to be ethically right here. We're doing the right thing. You're genuinely giving a solution to their problem. But in exchange, you're going to have their name and email, which you're going to use for your marketing later. That marketing is going to be reaching out to them, checking on them, letting them know that you have more content you want to give to them for free. That's what I do. And yes, you are going to be selling them pieces of your product. I don't know what your product is. My product at Ridgeback Productions is we do voiceover services, and we offer assistance to podcasters like you to grow your audience and generate income. So in exchange for that, the pieces that I offer one-on-one consultations. I offer training courses. I offer access to an amazing marketing course that my business partner, Lenny, has. All these pieces come from my product. You have a different product. Whatever your product is, you're going to offer those pieces in your emailing funnel, but you have to grow your database. It's nice to have all these listeners and subscribers for your podcast, but you need to start getting their information so you can reach out to them and help them, because your podcast isn't just the product. It's the vehicle you're using to get your message out. Please stop thinking about your podcast as you want to monetize the podcast. You don't need to monetize the podcast. You need to take your message and your product and monetize that and use your podcast to get that message out. So a lead magnet is going to offer the solution to their problem. And now you might be asking, you're like, okay, Brent, how do I know what their problem is? Well, your audience is going to be different than my audience, is going to be different than Lenny's audience, is going to be different than Ryan's, whatever. All these people, your audience is different. So how do you know? Here's what you do. I want you to think about your audience, and I want you to think of 5 pain points, 5 things that your audience struggles with. And you're going to come up with solutions for those. Find one of those pain points and come up with a solution that you can offer for one of those pain points. So I'll give you a great example. I'm going to use teaching. I'll use teaching as an example because I have literally decades of experience as a teacher. I was an elementary teacher for 23 years. Loved it. So 5 pain points that elementary school teachers have. Lack of parental support. Not enough time to teach everything that we're supposed to teach. Number 3, classroom management, handling all the behavior issues within the classroom. Number 4, student motivation. It's tricky as little kids, man. Their attention span is very, very low. And to keep them motivated and engaged is tricky. And number 5 out of the 5 pain points that I feel elementary school teachers or educational teachers have is getting support from the administration on various issues. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got those 5. I'm going to pick one. I pick one. The one I'll pick is I'll just go with classroom management. So what I do is I think about classroom management. I'm going to write down all these ideas on what did I use for classroom management? How did I help in classroom management? What services, what procedures, what expectations, what was I doing to make my classroom management on point? And let me tell you, it was. But that's okay. That's for another show. So what I'm going to do is I'll come up with a PDF of some ideas. I'm going to give out 3 ideas. I like 3 to 5. Give about 3 to 5 ideas in your lead magnet. So my lead magnet is going to be a PDF with 3 dynamite ideas, and I'm going to call it 3 simple hacks for activating student engagement to decrease behavior issues. Okay, so you want that. You want like a juicy title that's like, okay, yeah, I want that. So what I do is I open up a Google Doc. I'm going to write out these 3 strategies to help with classroom management, make them awesome. I'm going to give good description, lots of detail, as much as I could possibly think of. I want to make it well worth it with 3 to 5 simple strategies for someone to follow. Type it out, full details, add some color to it, make it look pretty. If you want, you don't even have to do that. So you got these 3 things in a Google Doc. You're going to export it as a PDF, And you're going to take that PDF, and that PDF is now going to go into your system that you have created. Okay, so remember, it goes from call to action. This is what you talk about on your show. Call to action, you tell them to go somewhere, which goes to a landing page. Your landing page is already built out. So you'd have this landing page built out for issues in the classroom, how to handle classroom management, blah, 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 blah. And then you have an opt-in. That opt-in is going to capture their name and their email. And when they click on that, they submit their name and email. In return, it allows them to download your PDF. And that's essentially it. So now that you have a lead magnet ready to go in your show, as you're talking and doing things, you're going to just casually throw in every once in a while the issue of classroom management. Man, I know what it's like. I've been there. I did decades in the classroom. When you have children that are misbehaving, it's frustrating. You come home and you're like, what am I doing? How am I going to reach out to Johnny? It's frustrating. I know that feeling. Thankfully, I have 3 awesome ideas that are going to help you out right now. You can implement these right now. They're very actionable, simple steps. I want you to go into the following link below, or I want you to go to and you name out your web address. Go over there. Head over there. I got a simple document. Go check that out. It's going to give you 3 awesome, simple strategies. It's going to help you out with that classroom management. It's going to take a little bit of stress off you and simplify your life just a little bit. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're just, boom, you throw that little pitch out every once in a while. You're letting your audience know, look, I have a solution for you. There's no deception. You're not selling anything. I hate selling. It's not selling. You need to think about it for what it really is. Your audience has a problem and you are offering a solution to their problem. So I know that these steps can seem a bit overwhelming because it's a system. There's pieces that need to happen for this all to work efficiently. Personally, I find Kajabi the absolute best way for me to manage this. If you have a different way, please let me know. We can discuss it, come up with some good ideas. I use Kajabi to handle my system, and it's automated for me. At this point, after it's built, I don't even have to touch it. It's all there ready to go. But you need some sort of tool to make it happen. I mean, to grow your audience and generate an income, it's not a mystery to it. It's taking the steps in the right direction with the right tools. My tool is Kajabi. Your tool can be whatever you want. There's some free options out there, but you need the right tools and you need the right guidance. Hopefully these videos are being a good guidance for you. If you'd like some help, you can reach out to me. I do offer a free 30-minute consultation. We can jump on a video chat, go over some pressing issues. What we do essentially, and I'm doing this with Sarah. We have one booked for, I gotta check, I think like a week or 2 from now. We're going to get on. We're just going to go over some real simple questions about your show, about the audience size. We're going to talk about what's her product that she's offering, what tools she's using. We're going to come up with some possible solutions. At this time, she says she's going to look into Kajabi, but I'm telling you, you don't have to use Kajabi, but use something. There's options out there. Don't go the route of using Excel to try and manage your product in your podcast. It's too much work. You don't need to do that much work. And that's about it for lead magnets. If you have any questions, please leave those comments below and I can get right back to you, or you can email me just like Sarah did. It's brian@ridgebackproductions.com. Happy to get back to you, and maybe we'll even have an episode all about your question as well. No problem there. Or we could schedule consultation. I'm here to help you. It's 100% all about you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming in and checking out the show and supporting. It does mean a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. It really, really does mean a lot to me. But I would like to know 2 questions for you. I want to know, do you have lead magnets for your show? Do you have one that specifically seems to be working the best? Leave those comments below and we can start a dialogue. Thanks for checking in. Until next time.